Okay, cool. We're back. So today we have a special task. Essentially, we're taking the gunpowder. Actually, we're gonna take half of our gunpowder that we are producing, and we're gonna run the other half to make smokeless. So that way we don't have to deal with the. Okay, cool. What's up, Max? Man, you and I don't know. Hi, welcome. So I want to build a smokeless. You got him, cat. You did claim it. What's up, everyone? So I'll be honest. I set up a basic gunpowder factory in game, so I need to be converting that into, well, a lot more than it is right now. Okay, I'm gonna grab the. Let's see. I don't know if I have any steel plates here. I should actually. God, my conveyor belts are getting to the point where I actually can't outrun. Welcome in, Ibat and Cat and Max. How are you all? And Vinland, of course. Let's see. God, I need to start throwing some of this stuff away. I hate throwing away rotors, but honestly, I can't. I don't have the storage space for it. So essentially, I've made modifications to our hypertube can, so that way we can so I can launch to my other factory, which is all the way over here. So yeah, it's an easy trip there. It's a sucky walk back. Get dimensional storage. Yeah, if I need to research into dimensional storage more. It's not bad. It's a bit slow. Oh, that's nice. What are you doing? Rotors. God. You guys are back to normal. Let's see. I enables upload from inventory. So I'm thinking I'm gonna delay on some of these. I can't decide if it's the upload speed that I should be going for, or the extra stack increase, which both are nice. Honestly, how are we doing on building supplies? Because I don't want to go over there and have to walk back. All right, yeah, I think I can make that work. You collected 36 summer sloops yesterday. Jesus. Okay. So essentially, this is the modification to the thing that I made. So we can travel a lot further. It's fine. I can assure you. All I need is just a stronger angle. So essentially, this is the gunpowder factory. There's crude oil over here, so I just need to bring the crude oil down and more towards this factory. Actually, I'm unsure if I'm gonna do it here or if I'm just gonna like carry the materials out and do it towards the center of the ocean. No, you haven't said it. You haven't said anything weird, I bet, which is nice. It's It's different for a change. Let's see. I'm gonna search to see kind of what we end up. Yeah, so nah. It should be downhill. So therefore everything should be like a straight shot. Therefore we don't have to worry about fluid flows or anything like that because it's just downhill. I'm on a 2-night streak. Yeah, that's kind of the plan, honestly. Vinland's just like a really long line of pipe. I'll probably just have it go down to the ocean. So there's... You're lucky. These are impure. Actually, let me place it down. I want to see how much these actually produce. 60 per minute. Okay, 60 per minute. I only need 120. So therefore, I'm really not asking for a whole lot. Okay. So I will just head straight like this. And then we'll go over this one over here. Yeah, they're impure, so they don't produce as much. There actually is a normal one, but it's off this cliffside, and how unhinged is I bet. Yeah, it's like down here. Yeah, I wouldn't risk it. And I don't want to have to like do pumps and everything to lift this, and then it doesn't seem worth it if I could just go off of these two. Okay, yeah, I need to start carrying quick wire again too for this purposes. What question is that? Of course it's I bet. No, it's like... Okay, let's see. We'll do stackable pipeline. I think that's the play. And then therefore I can just kind of run this. All right, production oil extractor. You see it now, Vinland? Yeah, that now you get it all makes sense. Let's see. Do I still have my... Cool. Okay, we'll just do a junction. I would love for that to be lined up a bit better. Did you see Abed's message? Which one? Oh, okay, I should have known the... God, you people are crazy. I'm just trying to build a factory out here and you people are just acting insane. Okay, I think... No, I'm not disgusted. I'm just... I'm a bit tired. There... So, it's... Nothing out of the normal. Is there a lower rank than the Thals? Honestly, I don't. You've been fine, I bet. I haven't actually called you out on anything. You're doing great. I'm proud of you, man. Okay, these. How much do these support? 300. Yeah, that should be fine. I can just keep using these supports, and I want to hug the edge as much as I can, so that way I don't have to deal with the. I just gotta get out to the ocean. That's pretty much the main goal. I have to say it's really odd. You've been very tame, I bet, and I'm worried. I mean, I'll be honest. That you would have plenty of stuff to work with there. I don't know how many times I've sighed saying your name. No shot that works, right? Oh, that sucks. He's. I bet he's gonna like. He's gonna download my VOD, and every time I sigh, being like, I bet, he's gonna clip it. Oh, okay, I see. That's why it's acting like that. I'm not. Look, I'm not entirely disgusted by this setup right now. It's not great, but I mean, it's not awful. Like I said, the biggest thing is just getting out to the ocean. That's because I can always beautify it later. It's just getting the initial. Yeah, it definitely would be. Well, I'm worried about the angle because I need like a super insanely steep down angle. That like because I need to like manage to pull the fluid as well. I, I know that sounds crazy. I promise it makes sense. Absolutely, Max. That's exactly what we're doing. Always got to have a little oil dumping. Hey, look, there's one of the big scary guys. Okay, let's fight him. Awkward time to have to reload that. Am I proud? It depends. Depends about what. If you're talking about me hiding in here, then absolutely. If you're talking about my chats, it's very questionable. Dude's actually pelting me pretty well with those rocks. Oh, okay, that's... Oh, we got him. I'll be honest, it's not that they're bad. It's just, it's more just of an annoyance. Okay, I don't. God, I keep having this glitch when I go to delete stuff. I don't know why. Am I clicking something that makes it to where I can't dismantle stuff? Huh. I actually can't figure out what. Why? Okay, that's sample. Here, what we're gonna do is, if I can't delete these, I'll just save and exit and then rejoin. I've been noticing slowly, like, I've been noticing progressive issues as I continue playing the world. Unfortunately, they're getting, like, worse because the world's getting more... a lot. Okay, we're just gonna casually walk up here. I respect it, Liquor. I respect it. Oh, we don't got enough space. I don't need those. What can I get rid of? Don't need that. Everything needs power in this godforsaken place. I just want one thing that I don't have to hook up to power. Please. That's all I want. Okay, I'm confused here. I have to research why I can't delete anything. I really don't get it. It's... There we go. So our swaps what filters we're in. So therefore, we were just in a bad filter. That remove. I own a factory of this. I literally don't know why I'm... Ah, do I need... It's expensive, but I'm trashing it. Okay, that should do it. Ooh, gas obelisks. Not bad. And then... So it's deciding where to set this up at. Is going to be the key thing. I'm honestly thinking like somewhere over here even. Yeah, I may just do this. Because that honestly works for me. And you know, just for safety, I think I'm gonna expand out a bit. essentially the biggest thing is I need refineries. I have to have non-refineries over here because I need heavy residual oil produced, which means I have byproduct of rubber. So all right, cool. That's the basic factory setup. So let's see, the oil's gonna be just heading straight from there, and we're gonna 4. Okay, I think we need 4. I can't really remember off the top of my head. Okay, never mind. Okay, we need 3 actually. 3 producing the heavy residual oil. So these will be our 3. And from here we can just we go to our tubing. I will kind of make this a bit set up like this. And then right to the end of here. And then can that just go across? Nice. There. Right there. And right there. Okay, cool. So these will essentially be set up for that. Honestly, we could probably get a better angle even. I mean, we may not have to even, but come on, creature, get away. I really don't want beef with you. I just want to build my factory in peace. Okay. So essentially what we'll do is we'll go up here and grab the power line and work it down slowly. We're only going to use Mark 1s because I really don't feel like doing anything else. None. That should be the appropriate answer. I've unfortunately been cursed with the knowledge of what that is, but that's the only correct answer. Okay, then I'm gonna head over here. Okay, I think power will be too long, but otherwise, nice. Okay, we can just do that. Okay, cool. That actually should be producing now. Obviously, I'll have to go over there and tweak it a bit. But I think other than that, we should be good. So the biggest thing I want to do here is I want to do the rubber. Obviously this probably won't immediately work. Nothing ever does. All right, let's see how bad we're looking. Nothing. Okay. Well, that's not great. Hopefully we can spot exactly what our issue is over here. I assume probably just a head, like not head lift issue, but like a movement issue with it. We haven't really like done a whole lot, so. All right. Let's see what point it actually starts like running into issues. Because honestly, I would assume it's probably. Wait. Oh, these aren't hooked up. Okay, that's. Well, no wonder it's not doing anything. Hopefully that does what I'm hoping. It'll be a slow process, unfortunately. As long as it can reach over this bend here. What should I use for din? Oh, that's a hard question. Are you like going out, or are you just? I know you have a tendency of going out, so I didn't know if you were just going out or cooking. Let's see. Okay, maybe this will pick up. Saves me time if I just pick something up. True. Maybe something like this. I mean, don't get me wrong, cooking's an acquired thing. Everyone's different on it. You probably could actually. It's, it's been where we live for so long, and I have never decided to like try it. Okay, let's see. Okay, if I can get over this little area right here, I feel like this is all I need. Because once I should try it. Yeah, I may have to. It's God, please work. Okay, the flow rate is climbing. The oil mount's not. If spicy ketchup. Okay, so this seems to be doing its thing. I'm very unsure of why this is just. I'm gonna assume it's such a bad angle that I have to take this from, that it's probably struggling right now. Okay, cool. We're slowly getting a bit more fluid movement. Hopefully we can. Okay, cool. It is actually filling up. This area right here is the biggest thing. Is as long as it can flow down here, I feel like we'll be golden. But it keeps it keeps declining, and that's not great. I don't like that. I don't like using a bunch of these pumps either. It kind of clutters things a lot. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe the oil's just moving so fast that it's, you know, it's just immediately getting shot all the way to where I need it, and that's why I'm not seeing any of it, because it's working that incredibly well. Actually, you know, I said that it actually looks like it might actually. Is it actually working? No shot. Actually, what was the support for this? Oh yeah, 300 capacity. You know, I was just praising you, I bet. I was just talking how good you've been doing. No, it is pretty funny. I can't lie. Let's see. I'm gonna grab a. God. If you don't do it, I will. Okay, cool. That dealt with. Now I can just honestly, I don't want to deal with the rubber. So what we're gonna do is organization, industrial storage. We will store it for now. And do we have the stuff to build an awesome sink? Beautiful. Okay, cool. Now these should always be producing. I don't know. The fluid's still an issue, and I really don't know why. Is it? Oh, it's not, actually. It's just, it's already done making the 50 that we need. Alright, I will be back in a second, everyone. I gotta go check on 3D printer stuff. Don't worry, I'm gonna be gone about as long as I was yesterday, so grabbing it off of the plate and hopefully nothing kills us. Okay, we're back. All right. So these are on standby now because we don't have anything running to them. So essentially, I need to run a conveyor belt pretty far out here. So honestly, I'm thinking about just meeting it halfway with the platforms, or meeting it part of the way. I can live with that. What's up, Vinland? So this will just essentially, this will only be a conveyor belt. thing. I'll be honest, I didn't really set out for a whole lot to get done this stream. I want to keep it pretty basic. So yeah, once I get everything producing, then we should be good. Okay, so I need 6 of these things. Okay, yeah, that's definitely not gonna work then. Do you want to play Minecraft in a few hours? I mean, I don't care to get on Minecraft, you know that. I just don't stream it because obviously you know, it's bad when viewers can tell. I don't know if you got disconnected. I thought I saw you on. So maybe you didn't. Okay, now for the weird conveyor belt. God, I don't know if I'll have enough actually. Like I said, I think you're still on. I can't quote that for sure, but I'm thinking. God, yeah, I need to sit down and actually AFK a farm or something. Okay, we're gonna slot it right under here. And actually we'll get to, actually let's scoot back a bit. I would like it to come down here first. Oh, okay, you know what? You're gonna get rid of this for temporary purposes. Because this is just aggravating me. There we go. Now we don't have to deal with that issue at all because everything's like semi-functional. Okay. We're not gonna do a straight shot even. I have to say at a point, Max, I start to wonder, are you getting flash with it or are you looking for it? Okay, cool. There we go. That's kind of what we're looking for. I'll bring it right up to the edge of the multiple platforms. Please tell me we're getting close. I don't remember it being this long of a platform out here. Okay, cool. That way it gives me time to like work with everything. They keep spamming. Actually, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't actually need whatever coming from there. I can just go here. I will make a junction roughly here. Okay, so we can run it like this. And what we'll do is we'll just do a junction over, up, and I'll nudge it a little bit. So as far as like the head lift and stuff goes over here, we're fine, because the machines produce, I think it's 10 head lift. So therefore, we're not even going. I don't even know if we'd be considered going one. Okay, so I think what we'll do is, hey, you're fun, villain. I appreciate you being here. Let's see. I'm trying to think of how to set this up. I want to set this up in a decent looking way. Smokeless powder is going to be the goal. Like I said, if we can get smokeless powder, then I will consider this stream as like actually successful. It may not be like a perfect factory, but it should be somewhat optimized. What do you mean you must stream to? Why does it keep lagging? Check general. Oh. Whoa, what the? That's weird. I don't know. I love how I caught that message. That's so funny. Oh my god, I want to cry. Why is it's always industrial beams? It's literally never not. Okay. Let's see. Can I just craft some? It's gonna take okay, I can craft 93. That's what we're doing. I'm not walking all the way back to my base just for a few more. Just stop ordering check products because they take so much longer to make. Oh, what? Oh, did I place this one wrong? You still have the Taco Bell? Oh, that's why. That's why. Okay, I need a splitter right there. Uh, it's I'm gonna be honest. I think it's on you. I don't know. I can't give advice because obviously it's yeah. I was about to say because okay, cool. I was about to say I can't really give advice because of course I can't see. Don't worry. Same my bad. Don't worry. Let's see. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, of course, in game. That's okay. I just need a few of these, and then I'll be happy. I just need enough to just connect this one thing. All right, cool. Am I gonna teach you, dude? I got my ass stomped. I don't know what you're talking about. Actually, I did the. Let's put it this way. I did the bronze dungeon earlier, or like the weakest dungeon that you can do, and I got my ass kicked. I didn't die, but I mean, I still got my ass kicked. You know that me getting my ass kicked seems to be a recurring trend I'm not really liking at all. What do you mean? What is the bronze dungeon? So it's like instead of Valkyrie or anything like that, it's the it's like this weird thing that you have to kill with only a pickaxe. So like if you don't have pickaxes on you, you're kind of I think you can still do damage to it, but I don't think it's like it's gonna take you like an ungodly amount of time. So like that's the weakest of all the dungeons that I did. And it was I didn't really care for it. I feel really stupid because I didn't know Aether 2 was out. I thought that it wasn't out at all, so that's why like that would have been my suggestion that in the first place instead of us doing this one. Obviously it's still a good mod. I'm not gonna like gripe about it. Okay, cool. So that's doing its own thing. I need to get this set up to where all of these flow. Okay, we're just gonna nudge this along. Yeah, I hopefully should be on about that time. Maybe. If not, if I don't respawn, that pretty much means I'm like dead asleep and tough break because there's a fat chance you're actually gonna be able to get me up. All right, place this one here, 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 and lastly here. Beautiful. Oh, I forgot these aren't even hooked up to power. Yeah, that'll do it. Let's hook these up real quick. I'm still gonna use just stick to Mark 1 for now. I know I have the ability to make Mark 2s. It's just I don't actually want to walk all the way over to my base just to grab the quick wire to have the special thing you do. Here. Okay, that's max. Okay, and I'm gonna carry this over here. Actually, delete that. Okay, attach just. Yeah, we'll kind of tag that along there. Okay. So essentially that. Look at that smokeless powder, or smokeless. I don't know what the hell we're building, honestly, guys. I don't. Your guess is good. Mine, I don't. Unless TikTok automatically invites you to the live. Okay, let's see. So 20 per minute. So God, this is gonna suck. What up, Game Zone? Hopefully we. Okay, we're gonna have to make a bit more of these. I can't tell if it's worth making them here or running all the way back to our base and getting them. I'm gonna be honest. I really don't want to run back to the base. But it's kind of looking like it's gonna be our probably only option. Unless I can make just an unreal amount. Okay, I can make 53 more. Hopefully, like I said, it's just this one section that I want to get finished. That way I can proudly consider myself done with this little section of factory. So essentially, if anyone's wondering, it's a miracle you're streaming daily. It's a struggle. I do miss sometimes, and I do feel really guilty for missing, but I try to be here as often. Okay, cool. Now hopefully that's enough to just finish these. I don't know, I really like streaming, so therefore it's not like an unheard of thing for me to like want to be live every day. Okay, I think I'm gonna actually do a merger, but I want the part that splits off to be, yeah, like that. That way I can just directly shoot it out to storage. Okay, hopefully I didn't use up all. We did not. Good. I'm actually so thankful we didn't, because I was really thinking we might have used up all of our beams for. Smokeless powder. We have a gunpowder farm, and now we have smokeless powder farm. So now I don't have to make either of these by hand. I did. I'm actually about to head back towards that base. So I'll show it when I arrive. Unfortunately, it's not a straight path there, so it's a bit of an awkward track to get there. Oh, smokeless powder. I'm trying to think of off the top of my head. It's used for guns. You can make like rifles and like a rifle. It helps with like the bigger enemies or the stronger ones. There's a whole bunch of other small uses. It's mainly research purposes. So it's like you have to have a lot of it to research like the next stages of things. That's essentially why. Otherwise, I wouldn't like branch off my gunpowder factory. I would just have like just straight pure gunpowder factory. Because I would much rather make like bombs and stuff like that, or like for obelisks, so I can get rid of like poison plants and things like that. Which resolution? What do you mean? Oh. It should just be 1080. I haven't jumped to any like 4K or anything like that. I have the ability to go 4K, but some of my equipment doesn't. So like my monitors and stuff, they don't support 4K or anything like that. Or my graphics card does, but it's not. The rest of my PC, yeah. See, that's kind of what I'm thinking. The rest of my PC says no to 4K. My graphics card's the only thing that is all right with it. I don't figure it's going to enjoy it, but thankfully with where I do like YouTube videos, which I haven't done one in a bit. Thankfully a lot of my editing things, my editing software can what would it be called? It can upscale essentially. So therefore it will make it up. The difference between 2K and 4K is not worth the price in my opinion. True. Yeah, I wouldn't care if it wasn't that expensive, but it's so expensive, and really there's such little benefit. I would much rather buy stuff that I could actually like have a repeat use of. One thing that is that like one of the really crazy ones? I remember there's like modders that are like $1,700 or something like that. It's just, yeah, I was about to say, I know there's some modders that you get out there that like run you 1,000. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I built this tower. Not well, but it unfortunately is something that I built. I'm hoping we're so far out, stuff literally takes forever to actually render back in. I'm assuming my parachute's probably faster than me actually, like, taking the zip line. Just because I can have a straight shot there. Essentially, I have a hypertube cannon set up so I can, like, launch myself back that area when I need to, whenever. I'm just happy the factory is somewhat done. I'm still going to do tweaks to it later. Just because I'm obviously going to want higher output of stuff as I need it, but for now it's fine. There was no need for me to do that even. Let's see. Essentially, they're like, those towers are like a very long. No, they're not hostile. They're very friendly creatures. They're there's a very big divide on them in the community because, like, for example, I don't care for them because every time I go to do something, they like actively get in the way, and it becomes, they'll like get stuck in your buildings and stuff. So then you're trying to actively move them out. They just don't take the hint. They're like an uninvited guest that, like, you're just like always like hey, you should just leave. Is that Mercer Sphere? Okay, cool. I think that actually I don't need all these nobelisks, so we're just gonna store them for now. I don't even need this gunpowder because yeah, of course. Actually, here, I'll go back to it if you want. I assume it's probably still in the same area. Maybe not. Oh yeah, there it is. I can't remember the name of them. I think it's a water buffalo. They look really weird. They just kind of do their own thing. They don't really do anything to the player or anything like that. They're just here. They just roam. It's of course. I mean, I was like, I'm like right down the hill from it anyway, so it's not like it's. As far as the base, I'm gonna go grab some materials and. What are you talking about? I need to, but it's never gonna happen. Coming up with unique clips is I don't know. I feel like clips have to happen naturally. Okay. So essentially, this is the place that we have set up for the turbo fuel. Yeah. Uh, a little. It has to load in so much, and unfortunately, the game over time does get very unoptimized. They actually have a website where you take your save file and upload it, and it goes through and like re-optimizes your game. Huh? I'm sorry. Huh? Have I got too complacent? Is that? Oh god. Power grid blown, that's never a good sign. Why do we keep falling under the amount? I'm so confused. Okay, what does it take to make another one of these? Power fuel generator, okay. I need to run back to my base. I'm gonna need to run a few of these generators just so it's good. I don't know why my power grid just went down. I don't really understand why. It's very weird. Sometimes the power grid just is really buggy. I've yet to figure out why. It just kind of does whatever it wants. I haven't built anything outlandish, which is surprising. I mean, that's usually good for my track record. What I may do is I may go and turn off the may shut off the hypertube cannon for now. Yo, I could just shut off the concrete factory. Is there any name for this place or planet? Yo, that's actually a good question. I don't think they actually give you a name from my understanding. Okay. Something weird's going on. See, that should not be dropping that low. I just realized what it is. Why didn't I think of that issue ahead of time? Okay, I know what the fix is. We're gonna have to shut off a lot of the factories over here. I'm gonna lower the power grid a bit. I have a backup essentially. Very common issue, unfortunately. So essentially what happens is if your machine and conveyor belt gets backed up, it will freeze everything because therefore it won't be able to produce any more power. It'll just completely just stop everything. So essentially that is what's happening right now. Is because I've created essentially a backfill of fuel. That means and that sucks. And I gotta go back over there because I gotta hope I can get this going without like messing this up. I need to go research stuff and build the things that I need for priority. So essentially a priority switch, I believe if something's gonna draw too much power on your power grid, I believe it automatically will shut it off. So it prioritizes what should be running and what shouldn't be. Which, like I said, it's an easy mistake to make. I thought for sure we were fine. We were gonna have no issues. But then again, we haven't really added anything special to deal with our excess of things. Yes, absolutely there is. So essentially the reason that you won't see me take a lot of fall damage is because I had to have the parachute and I have these leggings on. These are supposed to help negate some of the fog damage. So therefore you don't take as much. So if I'm full health, I think it's if I'm full health, no matter where I fall, I won't die immediately. But I will go down to like where I can be one shot by anything. Oh god, how am I even gonna get up there? My elevator's down. Alright, we're going the old fashioned way. God, we're gonna do the stupidest thing I can think of. We're gonna be conveyor belt riding. I I will say this. I like to think I'm decent at the game. I don't think I could touch what most people would consider a pro in this. There is an unfathomable amount of stuff that pro players would do. Yeah, so essentially this is the issue that I ran into. So okay, maybe not. Okay, now why did the power? Oh, now I'm really confused on why the power grid even went down. Huh? Because these aren't full, so that wouldn't be the issue of. This is missing crude oil. Oh yeah, well duh, that makes sense. I will be troubleshooting to see what's going on here. Oh, okay, hold up. That's what it is. Playface trailer. I don't guess I have. Okay, so we need a sink right here in a pretty awkward spot, unfortunately. That way we can always be producing the little power rods. Okay, cool. Nice. I do believe I think that'll fix the issue as well. Because if this gets backed up, it'll just completely stop. And then from there we should be good. So whatever excess we have should just go into the sink. Beautiful. Okay. Cool. Do I have the stuff for another? Yeah, I do. We'll go ahead and tack another one on here. Just for is Clayface like a I assume it's a horror movie. It's got to be. Seems like building farms are kind of simple because you place all the Oh yeah, like this. Okay, yeah. Oh, you're talking about like these little things? Yeah. Uh, that's just this is just because I just like there are people that don't do this, and I know a few. It's to me this is significantly easier to set up and to manage than to not have it. Okay, so I think hopefully this is like actively pulling enough of the scrap that I have. I need the scrap gone. That's the big issue. This is essentially why my power grid shut down, is because I'm producing so much of this little polymer resin that it goes and backs up my whole entire system, where the machine can't output any more of this polymer resin because it's already full and maxed. So therefore it's not producing the liquids or the fuel needed for our generators, so it just cuts everything off. Are we good? Are we back to like standard? We're still not back to what I would believe to be standard. I don't know why either. I will I'll go to the elevator and I'll just go to the second floor, see what's going on, why we're not really producing as much as we should. I need to go ahead and edit this. Turbo fuel. Yeah, just turbo fuel. We'll make it red. Can we get red? The emblem will just. It was so factory icon. Now I know we have to. Let's change this actually to yellow. Okay, cool. All right, I see red. That's not great. When will I make a gun? God, I hope it's soon. Unfortunately, there are little things here and there that I have to still research to get to the point where it'll let me just jump to the gun, but once we're to that stage, it's over for every single creature that gets near me. Wait, whoa, okay, I made that way wrong. Oh, okay, so it looks like it's struggling actually. Is that side struggling as well? I have to say, it is a very niche community. So there's a very small community, but everyone usually is very kind. They're more than happy to answer questions. So for the most part, I would say it is a very good community. I do wish the game got more like recognition, because it really doesn't get as much as I would think. What are you on about, LaCour? Maybe something like that. Does that help? Please, God, tell me that helps. When was this game launched? That's a good question. I think it's been out for a bit. So it fully released in September 2024. It was, let's see, I think it was released, yeah, it was released early access, I think 2020 maybe, if I'm reading that right. I don't know. I'm actually really confused. This whole thing was working. Not even like, it's been working for literally days and days. I have not had a single issue. And then suddenly my power grid blows. And I can't figure out why. What do you mean no power? Oh yeah, no power because it doesn't have any fuel. Yeah, that'll do it. I'm not gonna lie, it is very, very janky. This is a very bad setup, but we're hanging in there. I'm trying to have like a natural flow of fluid, so that way I can eliminate the yeah, it's not doing anything. See, I don't get, because all of these were actually like working. And now there's just like a weird reason of why they stopped. I'm cool with actually letting, as long as all of these don't go offline. I wish it was more stable. I really do. Technically speaking, I have the ability to power these from the building or the roof above, but I'd prefer not to if I can help it. How much are we looking at power wise? We're still sitting at 4,500, so we're still like doing decent. It's just, I don't know what happened. Oh no, running. No, I have a turbo fuel set up on my top floor, or currently top floor. So like turbo fuel's being packaged and stuff like that here. I just realized I didn't even place an industrial. So technically speaking, I have the ability to. I don't know how much I don't know how much turbo fuel I'm really making. Probably not nearly enough to be able to actually produce. Yeah, it's not gonna be enough to run those, but technically it is the bottom floor. This is the issue right here, and I want to blame everything because I got careless with this and my polymer resin that I have coming up here that makes the empty containers. It has it's gotten bad to the point where it made so many empty canisters that it shut down my power grid because it wasn't able to actually use any of the empty canisters. So essentially I just have these empty canisters just going into a sink right now because they're pretty much excess because this is about to be full, which will take a bit of the stress off my power grid because these should just go into idle a bit. Yeah, I really wish I could figure out why the power grid just decided to just cut out randomly. Honestly, at this point, okay, so it picked back up. So this is the normal variation range of my power grid. I know that's not a good variation range because it bounces. It's not good to have any bounce back and forth on your power grid, but that's essentially what mine's set up to do. I promise it's fine. It's definitely not sketchy. I should probably set geothermal just so I could have a bit of backup reserve. Actually, what I could do is I could go through and make I can make some batteries. So 100. So that would be 1. So that would be 3,000. 5,000. 6,000. Okay, we're just gonna, let's see how far we can push this, I guess. I'm tempted to make a floor that just absolutely just stores power like you wouldn't believe. That way, if my generators and stuff do go down, I'm secure in a sense. This is it's a monstrosity, that's what it is. God, that's a lot of wire. And a lot of modular frames, Jesus. I didn't realize how many modular frames it takes. I mean, the power's back up, so that's good, I guess. I hate leaving it, but God, I'm just waiting for nuclear. That's all I want. I get to nuclear, it's over. I'm actually like waiting and praying. I just gotta hold out a little bit longer. I need to start making versatile frameworks though. I destroyed my setup for it and I need to bring it back and get it fully optimized. I've also been procrastinating on building a heavy modular frame factory, but since I'm having power grid issues, that really makes me not want to make that my top priority right this second. Okay. Okay, so good. I do wonder. Okay, so this is what it is before, right? This is what it is after. So yeah, this just, it literally adds 1,000 to the system. That's not great. I'll take off the power storage stuff for now, but I'll revisit it later. I do want to have some kind of power storage. I'm hoping there's a bigger one. Maybe like something that's a bit better. Okay. I just start training stuff too. Let's head over there. And we should be good with that. See if we can find our dog running around. There he is. You bring anything good? Okay, it's not, I mean, it's not great. I'll take an obelisk. Actually, you know what we can do with these obelisks? We can go up and at least get rid of some of the towers on our way to the factory at oh, it may or may not be named after a Twitch chatter. So yeah, that's pretty much why. Okay, I'm tired of dealing with that. Actually, which one should I even go for? Cool. Okay, that deals with those. No, it's just it's poisonous gas, essentially. The only reason I don't take damage is because I have a gas mask on. That kind of just negates it, so I don't have to deal with that. Dealing with those beforehand sucks. All right, I think I'll be honest. I kind of don't know what to say because I set out with a very simple goal and I've kind of already completed that. So it's literally just it's any machine. Why? Why does it deviate that much? See, I'm nowhere near. Not anywhere near where. Okay, I'm gonna go over there before it crashes again. And see what's going on. Cause I'm kind of at a loss right now. Oh, so they have these things called hypertubes, right? They're made to like usually there's a weird use for them. So essentially you have the hypertube cannons. So essentially it's like these little tubes that you like place down, you connect it. You go and you put like an entrance on it. And so essentially it powers they just surely the power grid won't go down from one add thing. Okay, so like this, see, it'll be powered. Usually they work like this, where you'll go in and you'll like float through the section that you have set up for it. But what you can do is you can place what's called a support, and you can place them like right next to here. So then you can just stack these. And essentially, if you have a bunch of them lined up in a row and you go around in a circle, you progressively get faster and faster. And then you can have a tube lead up and it'll just launch you. It's not great for the game. The game clearly like hates it every time I do it. So, but I really don't care that much. It's kind of, it's a good way to travel. Yeah, everything's literally working now. There was no reason it should have. Yeah, exactly. It helps me gain momentum, and then what I do is I take a support, I build it up, and then I can tilt it a certain angle. And usually what you'll see me do is you'll see me like open the map. I'll zoom in on my player to see what direction I want to go. And then I will like adjust this accordingly to like, okay, let's say I want to head north, so I'll just face north, build it up, and then angle it. So then essentially how it works, you gain momentum, and then you hook everything up to this thing right here. So when you're in this, you can spin around in a circle, and then while you're in it, you can press a button to change the direction that you're going. So once you have all that momentum built up, you just release it essentially. Just a fast way to get around, honestly. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, so I can actually look at the gun stuff here. Yeah, okay, see, so I need 200 of this, 200 rebar, and then 200 steel beams. And then I can start development on that. I'm gonna be honest, I might be able to actually afford that. Maybe I should go home and see if I can afford that. And oh god, is it the square where it's like a cube that you build and then you press a lever? I assume you know what I'm talking about. It's such a common. Let's see, I'm gonna run back to the base. I want to see if I might be able to afford what I'm wanting to do later, liqueur. Oh, so in Minecraft, if you build a square track, it's like I'm trying to think. It's like a launcher. If you build a square track with a powered rail on the center of each like straightaway, and then you have it off to the side where there's a lever, and the mine rail goes up like 1 or 2 blocks. You can spin, and then once that lever's flicked, it switches directions. If that makes sense. If you know, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about or not. I sound insane trying to describe it. Yeah, that one. I've never personally used that one, but there's a lot of people who do. Experimental feature. Yeah, it's a bit. I've always wanted to try. God, I've always wanted to try, see what that looks like in like a VR headset or something like that. Like going around in circles and then being launched like that. I assume it has to be like nauseating. I don't see it like I don't see it like not messing with you. Okay. I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna add the MAM research stuff to my to-do list. That way I don't have to deal with any of this. I can just not quartz, sulfur. Added. Okay, cool. So the rebar, I just need. Yeah, I just need steel rods. Can I make a floor to stop that? Transportation right? Modular frames, really? Wow, that's crazy. Cause oh, and I don't have any of those. Yikes. Sport where people shot put with a string attached to it. No, I guess I don't. I'm not gonna act like I. It's surprising that I don't know it. I'm very unversed in sports. God, this is the slowest elevator in the world. Come on. Okay, cool. Right here. And nice. I don't have to awkwardly like run up here. I'm just gonna yoink some of these because I need these. And we'll go back to that ground floor. Okay. So we gotta make 200 of these, and then when I go back over to the place that's actively making the smokeless powder, I can I should be able to, when I return, I should be able to research everything. So then we can build a rifle, and then hopefully the ammo isn't too expensive. We'll have to see. I'm hoping it's not, but everything progressively gets more expensive, so I'm not gonna act like it's would be that surprising. All right, I can make a MAM on the go. Yes, indeed I can. Okay. Yeah, so what I'll do, break this. I'll hook this one up again. That way it'll launch me in the right direction. Okay, this should still have motors. 50, okay, nice. We're practically speed running, going through and getting the gun. Most people would probably wait till they have a better factory setup for it, but I want the gun. I'm tired of waiting on the gun. That's okay. So I need to land, yeah, roughly there. That's our factory. I love how long I'm up in the air for. It's so beautiful. It's such a slow fall too. Walking back's the sucky part because I don't have a hypertube set up to go back. It's just to get over here, which means I have to like do the power line thing. Okay, cool. Two and three. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the MAM. This is the research station essentially. And research. And then confirm. Research. All right, cool. That's it's a bit too easy. I could really use those inventory slots, but I really don't want to. What does it take to make the gun now? Rifle. Hey, I appreciate you being here, Game Zone. Okay. I can't say for sure I'll be live tomorrow. I know it's like I'm practically live every day. I am shooting for a day off at some point. I just need to decide when. So I'll always be here. All right, cool. We'll just go up here. This is the worst zip line I could have thrown together. Oh, will I be live this upcoming week? Yeah, I think I should be. I only try to take a day or two off. That's usually. I usually don't try to take a whole long time off. Sometimes it doesn't work out that way, but I'm as live as much as I can be. Let's see. Which right now I'm like in the Satisfactory grind, so I'm trying to do my absolute best to not what I wanted. I want to go up, please. Okay, back up here. There we go. That's what I was looking for. That's the jump. I'll go after that thing later too. Okay, nice. See you later. It's always a pleasure visiting with you, Game Zone. Let's see. I'm making that gun. I'm done determined that we're getting that gun tonight. Whether or not we'll have ammo for it, that's a different story. I mean, you can have guns and not have ammo for them, right? You know that. That's a thing. What is it? It's a valid choice. I see nothing wrong with that. Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. Okay, there we go. Whew. Just say bang while pointing it. Of course. I just gotta pray that the ammo's cheap. I don't know what the ammo's gonna cost. I'm happy we have the factory set up for gunpowder, but I just get this bad feeling that it's not gonna be only gunpowder that's gonna require it. It's gonna be some like off the wall thing. Okay. Honestly, yeah, I think I can bunny hop a bit faster, so that's what we'll do. Yeah, that's actually significantly faster. It shouldn't be faster. I'm very unsure why it works the way it does, but ooh, that hurt. I missed that angle. That was a big miss. Jesus. I don't know why I'm eating these. I could just use an inhaler and just be full health. Something I like watching now is showing the film's row mechanics. I find it interesting. It's teaching me about engine. Yeah. It's the pointy inhaler, you know? Okay, I think we only need like 2 of these things. But we're gonna just grab a handful. Okay, I don't want to walk over there without fully knowing. Okay, screws. Easy. I can make that all day long. I have I'm actually really happy I have the storage thing full of screws up here. I honestly didn't think I was ever gonna use it. Yeah, you gotta try to rage bait you. Dude, where you work, everyone's rage baiting. Even the employees and bosses that you work for are rage baiting. Alright, cool. We'll just jump off here. Hit the parachute. We'll call the elevator. That way it's down here next time. And oh, that's cheap. Okay, that's not bad at all. I just gotta hope that there's a copper factory near. I'm really happy with. Okay, I think 300 ammo is good. Get that out of my inventory. Let's get the gun. My god. This is what it's about. God. The intrusive thought to just bam. Okay, we have to test it though. Wow, okay, that's really effective. Watch for, yeah, I was about to say. I don't. Man, this thing just, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's great. I'm not a huge fan of it, to be honest. Not as much as I thought I'd be. I guess in my mind, I wanted something that would like two-shot or one-shot the enemies. I know that's a bit like, well, then it would be too strong, but I mean, the basher even is like 3 taps, so it's just a longer range basher, pretty much. Let's see, what else can we... Do I have aluminum casings? I do actually have aluminum casings. If I went to research that early to make the homing, that would be really nice. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Does it take... I wonder if it takes... Does it take aluminum casing to actually make the, to make the ammo? Or is that just to, like, research it? I feel like it wouldn't take that to actually... Here's what with exploding rebar. I need to make a rebar factory. It sounds very excess, but I need it at this point. So yeah, I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll scan for copper. That's actually not over there. Wait, can it even show copper? Like really far away. All right, we're gonna do the factory. You know, I didn't even research turbo ammo. Not worth it. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking that what is it? I definitely think homing is the way to go. What's up, Wyvern? So here we'll just kind of work off of this. Resources. Why is everything like unselected? How are you? How are you? Let's see. You're so locked to have study mode. I was wondering, I'm like, shouldn't you? No, it's fine. It's good to take a break every once in a while. Okay. This doesn't I'll be honest, I was thinking you weren't. Oh god. My chud life right now, Jesus. Finding where... Okay, there it is, okay. Easy. You are. Oh no. You've been living off of frozen pizza and frozen hash browns. Why? Okay, so copper's really close. I can just make that into a... What is it? The ammo production. And that should be fine. Blueberries, $10. I don't know. I've never I don't think I've ever went out of my way to buy like just blueberries. Usually it's always like usually it's like blueberries incorporated into something. I feel like that's more of a more my style. God, I haven't. Roblox is such a blast to the past. I'm never getting on that game. I'm never getting back on. I just need to shut down my account, honestly. Actually, can I 100 heavy modular frames? I could bypass this whole thing. God, is it worth it? It doesn't feel worth it. Do I, wait, hold on, before I even do that, do I even have the computers to bypass it? I don't. Okay, that pretty much does it for me. That'll. These cheese and bacon shapes really smell like bacon. Well, if they have bacon in them, then I guess it. It kind of checks out. Actually, we haven't looked at the awesome shop. I had to get I had to buy one of the boom boxes because there was a tape that I actually found. Apparently, it was a collectible because I actually ended up looking it up. What was it even called? The Conquest of Boombox tapes. Yeah, so it's just it's one of several apparently. Okay, so cool. So it just unlocks different tapes that are like from other games that they have. Sanctum 2, Goat Simulator. Okay, cool. I think I think I'll just go to. Do I have a sink nearby? God, I'm scared to hook anything up to my power grid because it just shuts down so much. I just can't trust it. I'll just print these off. There we go. And I'll just take all the 55 tickets just in case I find something that I actually want. Okay, I'll be honest, that's kind of nice. The Mark IIIs are. I don't know. I feel like expensive sometimes just they try too hard on it with some things, so it just doesn't really hit. Yeah, we'll just pick up all the roofs. Where are we at? 23 foundations. Actually, I don't put roofs on my factory, so therefore I feel like I should not be buying that. We'll delete these. I don't even want the wall material, honestly. The stairs are nice. Hmm. We've pretty much bought out everything in this section. And 50, you know, I it may sound crazy. I've been tempted to use tickets to buy heavy modular frames to bypass certain things right now, but I know I need to build them eventually, so it feels stupid to double ramp set. I'll be honest. I'm not really seeing anything that I need besides the wall outlets. Actually, no, we'll buy the boombox. And we'll buy every single tape that comes along with it. File.
It is speculated that in the earliest days of
Okay. Now we got the boombox. So now we're change tape. Okay. Oh, there's the secret tape. Okay, cool. So it's like a whole like little series thing. I see. Something a bit. Anything better? Man, I really definitely feel like this was a worthy investment because they don't seem to have any good songs. I guess I guess that's better. I guess. Nice. Okay, I can live with this. See if we can get. I've never even heard of some of these games, gonna be honest. Unless maybe that's their goal. Their goal is to bait me into researching. To be like, oh, that seems interesting. So I end up playing more of their games. That's... Okay, cool. I can live with that. Man, not a lot of great tapes. There's some alright ones. Do I have the stuff for constructors? Yeah, I should. Alright, we're gonna be flying back over to our other base. That way we can get the copper plates set up, or not the copper sheets, so that way we can just make ammo automatically. And then once we find out what the requirements are for homing ammo, then we'll go from there. Ooh, I could actually get that. We're gonna go for this slug real quick. Oh, yeah, it's literally right there. Sick. That works out pretty well. Is this guarded by anything? Doesn't seem like it. I'll be taking that. Okay, is that copper too? Is this like a... Oh, that's probably iron. Okay. Yeah. 2 pure veins too. Okay, so what? That's 240 per minute, so 480. Okay. That's a lot more than I was expecting. For sheets. All right. Let's see how bad the damage is. Oof. Oof. It's bad. To get these fully optimized, I need 24 machines, which is a lot. I'm being honest. But you know what? I do think that essentially I do think this was successful. That's what I can do. I'm gonna, while I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna go down here. And hook this up, and then I'm gonna go open this, and we're gonna research it. All right, cool. I do like where everything's at up there. I think scoping that was a good idea. Yeah, I was thinking we were about to fill that up pretty quick. All right, cool. So essentially, I'm gonna place some industrial storage things down because obviously I want to save as much of this stuff as I can without, so I don't have to awkwardly. There we go. All right, so I think that's gonna call it there. So what? This is Smokeless Factory done. So that pretty much. All right. So I'm wrapping there because I will be honest, I actually accomplished every single thing that I set out to do today, which was mainly to finish this smokeless factory, which hopefully is producing at an optimal rate. How bad is it fully optimized? Oh boy, is it not. But oh boy, do I not care. I love seeing 100% on everything, but I don't really care at this point because it's producing. All right, so I'm ending on TikTok right now. So thank you everyone that was here on TikTok. If you liked, consider following, all that good stuff, and I will see you probably the day after tomorrow, if not tomorrow.